Welcome back, guys. Long time no see. Haven't done a Tube Tuesday in a minute either, and today we are going to be in the 737. I just downloaded the latest update, 3.39, and this is version 0.24, I guess. I haven't flown any of the 3.39 versions yet. Not really sure what is new. Haven't looked at the changelog or anything, and we're flying a Walker Air flight for Virtual Airline. We got the new digital livery for our 737. I haven't done anything to the plane. It's completely cold and dark. I have a flight plan here. We're in Las Vegas, and we're going to fly to Albuquerque. 440 nautical miles. Should take us about an hour or so to get there. Get in the cockpit and start working here. Up to the overhead.
Parallel flare 102
on.
with you on the ILS.
Let's get set for ground power.
Flare 102,
Standby power is on.
Wind 33013 knots, clear to land runway 2 for left.
Clear to land 2 for left, flare 102, thanks.
Hydraulic system's on, and I'm gonna go ahead and set up the air conditioning system. I always put the APU bleed on first and the engine bleeds off. And our flight level is gonna be 350. And I think Albuquerque 5000.
West at 266, contact departure 128.8.
355 feet.
Yeah.
That works. Go ahead and get our position lights on. And don't need the logo or anything else. What else can we do up here? Man, every time you get back in one of these airplanes after not having flown one for a while, it's kind of
coming up to on talk.
overwhelming.
West at 447.87 touching down, caution turbulence, wind 320, 10 gust 20, clear to land runway 23. 320, 10, sorry, clear to land, west at 446.
Position initialization. We are in Las Vegas. Kilo Lima Alpha Sierra. There we go. I'll go ahead and do the weight and load.
That was 3033, contact departure 128.8.
Block fuel 12.7. This is all new. See if I can actually put this in without a point. 12,700. Nice. A little bit more precise. Although I usually round up to the nearest 100 anyway. And our payload, we need zero fuel weight of 128,834.
Continue straight ahead, around the corner into the holding bay, hold short runway 24.
Currently at
Thanks a lot, we continue
95.
into the holding bay, holding short runway 24 right, listen to 4905.
So we need 33,700. Whoa, hey.
Lufthansa 495, line up and wait, runway 24 right.
This is all really new.
495, we line up with wait, runway 24 right.
Try this. Total payload, I guess this is all I do. When I need 33,791.
Lufthansa 495, wind 330, 16 knots, clear takeoff, runway 24 right. The 495, clear takeoff, runway 24 right.
Payload is set, and I think I need to call a fuel truck. Double check our GPU is on and it is generating electricity. It's a little loud. That's all good. We'll get our ATIS.
Kilo Lima Alpha Sierra Airport information Echo 1456 Zulu weather wind 058 at 10 visibility 10 sky condition temperature 8 dew point -9er altimeter 3014 advise on initial contact that you have information Echo.
Lufthansa
Echo.
495, contact departure 128.8. Good day.
Altimeter is 30.
Kilo
Good day. Westjet 12, Falls Tower, line up for runway 2
Wind
right.
058 at 10, going to be taking off runway 8 left. And let's look at Albuquerque. Albuquerque winds 350 at 6. What runways do we have? 30, I'm not sure we can use. Probably going to go with 26.
3535, just coming up Kyrix.
Cross 3535, Tower, 330 under head caution turbulence, wind 320, 15.
Actually, runway 3 would probably be closer. Let's do runway 3. Plus, that's a long boy. 10,000 feet, plenty for us. Alright, 08 left, and we'll plan on 3. Go ahead and start working. Actually, let's do this. Get the crew cleaning and loading stuff.
Comes up 470, contact ground 120.
Las Vegas to Albuquerque, LAS-ABQ. Also, I think runway 3 has an ILS, which I'd prefer to use because of the RNAV for 25 or 26, whatever it is. Kind of a tight turn.
2052, we did 24 left.
Reckon 2052, Tower, dash 8 mile final, wind 320, 15, gust 20, clear land over 2 left.
Clear land 24 left.
I think we've got one fix that is not part of our SID or STAR, and the rest we'll have to put it in manually. So let's see. Cowboy 8-2.
Westjet 3, you're ready to go.
The 3 bypass the
Oh
umbrella,
yeah,
line up
just a
on
transition.
way
Departures and arrivals. So
Okay, line up way 24.
let's do this. Las Vegas departure runway 08 left via the Cowboy 8. Up transition and back to route arrival. ILS 03 via Lobo 3 Gup transition, and let's see if we want to do a transition for our final approach. ILS 03 no, so if we do, actually maybe Node Me will be a DME arc, which might be kind of fun.
Come up and on top.
Let's do Node Me, that'll be interesting.
Jet 680 Tower, wind 310 at 13, gust 19.
Actually, never mind. We're going to be coming from the west. There's no real point. It would take us way out of our way.
680.
No transition. Route. Activate. Execute. See what this looks like. Switch over to plan. Good. IRS just aligned. Maybe. I mean, Node Me, I think, is up here somewhere. So it'd be like this big arc like this. So possibly go back.
Naples 76, I think we're ready now. Roger, thanks. Westjet 3, wind 320, 15, gust 20, clip takeoff runway 24.
Air takeoff 24 right.
So it's an arc around the Albuquerque VOR. So it's really not that different. I'll just go into vectors here because this is I don't want to make this sharp S turn to BBQ. Leave it like that. We'll vector to final for runway 3. And there is the missed approach and hold. That looks good. No discontinuities. It's fine. We'll map 20 for departure on that side. And usually, just leave this on 80. MCP. Actually, performance. Fuel is done loading.
7678, line up and wait, runway 24 right, delay for wake turbulence and crossing traffic. 7678, position wait 24 right, check ground.
Reserves 4.8. Cost index
104, Tower Airborne, contact
1.5.
13365, 12905, clear for
Flight level
takeoff, runway
350.
Clear takeoff, watch at 104. So on.
Top of climb. Winds 265 at 7.8. And ice deviation is +2.
Departure on 13365, 12905, clear for takeoff, runway
Translimit 18,000.
Clear takeoff, watch at 104.
And 1. Outside temperature 8. D-rate. Long runway here. Regular climb. Flaps 5. Trim is 4.75.
Tower on core 3222, the visual for 30. Core 312,
Runway wind was 058.
Good morning, wind 2906, altimeter 2984, number 2 to Dornier at path. Okay, number 2, we checked 294.
V speed is still the same, so V2 146. Runway heading for 08 left is something. Zero 78. And we'll just go straight to our cruise altitude 35,000.
Tower on core 3222, the visual for 30.
Flight directors on VNAV and LNAV from takeoff.
Oh, number 2
finish
to
up down
Dornier
here.
at path. Okay, number
Execute,
2,
there we
checked
go.
294.
Double check everything is good. Route. Good to go. Go ahead and start the APU. No fuel in the center tank. We'll turn all the fuel pumps on except for the center tanks because we got nothing in there.
Glacier 651, target A, number 2, runway 30, Super King Air, short final, wind 290 at 6, altimeter.
Wait for the APU to start generating electricity. We'll switch over to, there we go, APU on the bus. We can disconnect the GPU. See ya. Double check the parking brakes on. Go ahead and remove the chocks.
Glacier 651, wind 290 at 6, Airbus on the roll, clear to land
And
runway
we'll
30.
start our flight leg.
Clear to land 30, Glacier 651.
Probably help if we open the door. Close the cargo doors. And plan to push
Glacier
back.
651, wind 290 at 6, Airbus on the roll, clear to land
If
runway 30.
there, what is up, baby? How you doing? Like the new digital livery, bro.
Ground to cockpit. Fine, acknowledge. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Working it, making that money. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get it for all the other airplanes now too. Looks real good.
Guys, the Leo's on board.
Oh yeah. When he's on, we'll close the forward entry. Still adding some little charter planes. I saw you had a Bonanza the other day.
Tower West at 135 is ready. West 135, center line of runway 30, and be ready, please.
What is our welcome? Let's see what this is for Walker Air. It'd be cool if you could put your own sounds in there for deliveries.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, welcome aboard our flight today. We're wrapping up the final paperwork here to get you on your way momentarily. I want to thank you so much for your company and business. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Again, welcome aboard.
Alrighty, boys and girls. Cycle our park and brake here. Anti-collision light, and we will call for a pushback.
Ground cockpit, tow is driving up.
Need to add some helicopters in there, my dude. We got a window heat on. Yacht dampers are on. Good over here. Fuel pumps, nice.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Will do. Thanks. I'd be the only one flying them. Probably not worth it. Not worth the effort. Man, yesterday, here's a little story for you. I had a lesson for instrument stuff with Matt. First time we actually did real IMC. Holy moly, I did an actual approach in IMC. That shit is disorienting.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Had my lady friend in the back too. She was kind of terrified. It was cool. It was a good experience, but it's hard. Las Vegas ground tower 118.75. Yeah, plus only steam gauges. And no autopilot.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
There you go, buddy.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Well, one of the cap airplanes is a 182 that has a G1000, but I need to get my high performance certification before I can do that. G1000 stuff would be really expensive, but if I fly it through cap, it would be free. I just got to get my high performance endorsement. It's kind of silly because I mean, yeah, the 182 that they have has over 200 horsepower, so it's technically a high performance certification. But the stupid thing is the Aero that I fly is 180 horsepower, so it's like you need a special credit for 20 more horsepower that you probably wouldn't even feel. There's a lot of silly FAA rules. Alright, go ahead and fire these engines up. Packs off.
One of our own is on board there.
Start right engine first.
Anniversary flight to Hawaii. Just wondering if you'd be able to make it a little memorable for us. Okay, what's the next? First name Dave, last name Urion. U-R-I-0-N.
Yeah, that's, I mean, you'd have to get a high performance. I'm pretty sure that they only start with 200 horsepower. I might be wrong about that, but either way, they have 3 props, and that's probably where the performance comes from.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Rouge 1640, give way to the
There you go.
737 from right to left.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Tail to the west and call for
Alright, engine Gen 2 is working. Gen 1 gets you on continuous. Left engine, start.
Okay, we'll cancel the push. Let me know when you're ready. Rouge 1640. Cancel the push.
Yeah, definitely would. Before I started flying for my private license and stuff like that, I flew with a guy in a Comanche 250. And at the time, I didn't really, I was just playing flight simulators, so I just kind of assumed this is how all airplanes fly.
Been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
But I mean, I remember the time just, starting to climb, and all of a sudden you're at 6,000 feet, and I didn't really think anything of it, but now flying planes that have 160, 180 horsepower, and how long it takes us to get to 6,000, 7,000 feet. Man, I wish I could go back and fly that other airplane, Continuous, both. Gen 1 is working, so we'll get those on the bus. You on the bus. APU can come off. APU engine bleeds on. APU bleed off.
1640 go.
Packs back to auto.
Okay, push to 8 Charlie, tail left,
Probeat.
rear 1640. 8 Charlie, tail
Hear
left.
the air conditioning come on, it's a good sign. And let's see, I'm going to run through a pre-taxi. There we go. Generators are on, APUs off, start switches are on continuous, probe heat is on, anti-ice, don't need. Air conditioning set, flaps. Stabilizer trim is set. Flight controls.
Okay, we're 1640. 1640 go? Yeah, I guess we're good now. Okay, push to 8 Charlie, tail west, rear 1640. 8 Charlie, tail west, sorry about that, man, tail west.
Controls checked, flaps 5, and we're green. Recall. I think we're good to go. Double check this. It's been a while since I've flown complicated airplanes. I think we're ready. Let's go, boys.
Lane 6 and the beam 135 for now.
Park and brake. See if we get a takeoff config warning. Negative. Oh, rough landing. And we're looking for taxiway Bravo.
Jazz 946, Jazz 946, lane 6 and the beam.
You doing a cargo run or passengers?
135, 136, Jazz 946.
This is the first time I think I've done like an actual. I think I've mostly been flying helicopters and crap like that.
2 on a 1 United 547 ground 05 altimeter 3009 is Foxtrot taxi break.
300,000 pounds.
Delta hold short Alpha.
300,000 pounds sounds like a lot, but think when your maximum takeoff weight in a 747 is like almost 1 million. That's chump change, bruh. Had to take my lady friend back to the airport. She's going back to Korea last night. Sitting at the like coffee shop in a 767 parked right outside the window. We are on Bravo. Bravo all the way to the end.
2 on a 1 United
It's weird, like the 767s, basically the fuselage is about the same size as the 777s, but the engines look comically small because I'm so used to seeing 777s. I really hope Flight Factor does like a new 777. I mean, apparently they've been working on it, but that would be cool. Give it to me.
Good morning, Maple 750 short Alpha Lima.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Spinks.
Left, altimeter 3008. Give way to...
We're going to cross one right and one left, Bravo, all the way down to Foxtrot. I'll give us all the runway.
Uniform Whiskey November. Uniform Whiskey November, ground correction on the short code 5114. Uniform Whiskey November. Uniform Whiskey November, ground correction on the short code 5114.
Interesting terrain mesh down here. There we go, 8 left.
Ground, cover check, 621 ready for taxi, and we'll meet the taxi up to Charlie in the back track. Runway 29, wait 1805, under 30.
Park and brake, lights.
Under 0120, definitely over short, runway 29. Charlie and holding short over the tower, cover check, 621.
Transponder TARA. Flaps are set, stabilizer trim is set, auto brake is set, and we'll double check down here before takeoff. Config, we've checked, flaps set, stabilizer trim set, takeoff briefing complete, cabin secured, MCP is set, transponder on TARA, strobe lights, and landing lights. Tower and departure frequency. One 125.9er. Start our elapsed time.
Push 135, Tower Airborne, contact departure on 13365, wind 3005. Clear for takeoff, runway 30.
Clear takeoff 303365 in the air, let's go 135, yeah.
Forward control pressure and some aileron for crosswind correction.
Echo 3222, thanks for the help. Company on the roll, wind 3004, clear to land runway 30. Okay, no problem, clear to land 301 for
80 knots.
Relieve that forward pressure.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
Tap the brakes. You're coming up.
$400.
Echo 3222, thanks for the help. Company on the roll, wind 3004, clear to land runway 30. Okay, no problem,
1000.
clear to land 301 for 3 Julie.
Flaps 1. flaps up.
Tower 413 will be ready to go. What a drop. Tower 413, sir. Morning. There, morning, my big departure.
Golf course.
3365, wind 3104, clear takeoff, runway 20. Clear takeoff 20, 365, one, Western 412. Have a good morning. You too. Tower 413 will be ready to go. What a drop. Pressure 413, sir. Morning.
I guess we've got an altitude restriction here.
Departure 13365, wind 3104, clear
Go ahead and turn on the autopilot.
Clear takeoff 20, 365.
Yeah, it's below 7,000 until Baker, which is coming up.
On course 3222, exit Alpha 4 is approved. Contact ground 1217 off of runway 30.
After takeoff, air conditioning and pressure. Good. Engine start switches. We'll switch you over to auto. Landing gear up and off. Auto brake is off. Flaps up. No lights indicating. Altimeters we'll get when we get to 18,000.
Russia 709, Carolina, runway 23. Russia 709, Carolina, runway 23. Runway 23, what's that something?
Tower, good morning, on course 3259 with you on the gate 30.
On course 3259, Emerson Tower, good morning, runway 30, wind 2709, altimeter 29er 77, clear to land, runway 30.
2930 on course 3259.
Jazz 647, climb 7,000. 7,000, Version 7398, contact center 13247. 3247, Thanks, India.
There's no altitude restrictions here that are in the FMS. Not really sure why we're kind of hovering here around 7,500. It's climbing a little bit, but we'll be above
Thanks, India.
Mosby, above 15,000. I'll do it myself here in a minute. To get past comps, if it's not climbing, I'm going to flight level change it. The FMS. I mean, the altitudes are in there for the other ones. I'm not really sure why we're hovering here, though. Do you have the most up-to-date? Let's see. Oh, okay.
Canada 263, clear direct Ursula on course. Direct Ursula on course, can't hit the spring.
Yeah, it did reset. Maybe it's, I mean, that's probably like something that you actually have to do in the real airplane. Maybe they just updated the FMS and no one said anything.
Boeing 738, departure identified, climb flight level 210.
Flight level 210, something 738.
Now cycle VNav. Oh yeah, okay. So I wonder if that's realistic or if it's a bug. Need to watch, who's the British 737 captain? Flight deck to sim. You can watch an update video with that guy. Noise.
Air Canada 164 off 30, 3.6. Air Canada 164, departure identified, flight level 210, turn left heading 170. Flight level 210, turn left heading 170, Air Canada.
Lucy fasten in case of any unexpected turbulence. We have an excellent team on board today and we are all happy to offer you any assistance you may require throughout the flight. Our in-flight entertainment has begun.
I can only imagine what the in-flight entertainment is on Walker Air Transport. Passenger Escobar? It's still crazy every time I fly the Zebo how much better it is than pretty much all of the paywares, man. I wish they were all this quality. Especially with this sweet ass livery. I mean, the only reason I don't just fly the Zebo all the time is because there's obviously other planes in real life that I would like to fly. You know what I mean? I like the 767, and Flight Factor does a good job, but still, it's not on par, man. And the Zebo is effing free. That's the Grand Canyon. How is the Kodiak? But yeah, it's actually been quite a while since I've flown a tube. I'm mostly flying GA and helicopters.
Canada 164 is clear, direct on run. Direct on run, Air Canada 164.
Is it better than the Cessna 208? I would guess. I mean, that's Carinata. It's kind of shite. I mean, in terms of systems or what?
Air Canada 1, or correction, WestJet 15, left turn left right now. Left turn correct council.
Also, that one has the G1000, doesn't it? Yeah, I gotcha. Oh yeah. let's past our transition altitude. Let's have a look at the weather and see if we're still going to be expecting the same runways. Kilo Alpha Bravo Quebec. Sand it.
Glacier 771, departure good day, identified. We're direct to Halifax, flying flight level 210.
Flight level 210.
Oh, there's one of my favorite airports. 1 Golf 4, Grand Canyon West. This would be a cool flight in real life, man. That is awesome. At this point, I can't even imagine flying at over 10,000 feet. Finished all the cross-country requirements for instrument. All I have to do, I need about 20-something hours of simulated instrument, which hopefully won't take too long. And then I have all the... Gotta finish one more cross-country with a long one with the instructor, and then good. Just gotta take some tests. Honestly, you know, like for the tests and everything, it's using the foggles, these opaque glasses, so you can only see out of the bottom, and that stuff isn't hard at all. It feels a lot different when you're actually in IMC. So I'm not really too worried about the actual, you know, flight tests. Problem is recently here, I mean for the last 3 weeks, like today again, it's just rainy, shitty, overcast. So I've flown, I think in the last 2 weeks I've flown 4 days. That's some bullshit. Wait for that perfect screenshot opportunity. Variable 4 knots, going to continue with the ILS runway 03, 10 miles, visibility, few clouds, 3,000, few at 9,000, temperature 7, dew point -1, altimeter 3015. Mountaintops obscure to the northeast and the southeast. Do you have the PC-12, what is it called, like the... I can't remember what those things are called, like the reality expansion pack? The red pack, that's what it is. Do you have that for the PC-12? Yeah. I see an absolute shit ton of PC-12s in real life. So I kind of want to get the PC-12, I think they're cool. So, with that said, let's brief our approach. Got something to do here. I wish they had the King 200 had a rep pack. That would be cool. Because I like the 200. I think generally the Coronado modeling is pretty decent. Albuquerque, we are doing the ILS-03.
WestJet 464, continue right direct Riley Elvis. Riley, WestJet 464.
Pull this up for you boys and girls. And first, our plates are in date January 30th, 2020 to February 27th, 2020. Localizer frequency 111.5, approach course 034 degrees, runway length 10,000 feet, touchdown zone elevation 5,312, airport elevation 5,355, ATIS 118.0, I'll switch that in a minute, Albuquerque approach 123.9er, tower 120.3. We are not doing the node me transition, so it's going to be vectors to BBQ. So BBQ at or above 8,000. Start descending. Final approach fix at Texa 7,400 at or above. Missed approach is going to be climb to 5,900 and a climbing left turn to 8,000. Direct to Albuquerque Vortac and hold. ILS for us, minimums are going to be 5,512. Which is 200 feet. So, let's go ahead and put those in there. Do radio, altimeter 200. And the ILS frequency was what, 111.5, I think? I think we can also get this from the FMS. Do this. Return. Approach. Yeah, there you go. ILS 111.5. Double check, that's what I got down there. Both active and approach course is 036 degrees.
WestJet 518, climb level 370.
I flight level 370, WestJet 518.
We're going to do on Comp 2, we're going to put the rival ATIS for Albuquerque 118.0. VHF2, and then it's active.
Korean Air 0812 center, rocket.
Oh, she's cooking.
Middle over 1570 with you, 9C2 for 230.
500 to go.
Good morning, climb level 290ers.
So ground speed 511 knots, I'll take it. Should start coming up here too. We got a big old honking tailwind, 75 knots right behind us.
Air Canada 868, climb level 330.
Yeah, confirm 330 for Air Canada 868.
Air Canada 868, that's correct, flight level 330.
Air Canada 868, climbing out flight level 330. Rouge 2384, contact 736, 350.
Rouge 2384 Heavy, center roger, good morning. Go direct to Miglo.
179 nautical miles to top of descent, and that should be at 1652 Zulu. It is currently 13:35. About 20 minutes.
Center, number 7 Juliet Whiskey 450.
7 Juliet Whiskey Tiger.
Still got the Grand Canyon out there. That is KGCM. Let's see.
Air Canada 406.
I don't have a little nav map up? What the heck?
Air Canada 406, Johnson, good day, climb level 330. Up to 360.
Indeed. So Flagstaff should be up here off the nose somewhere. Other side of this mountain. Where's Flagstaff? There she is. That's Flagstaff Airport in Sedona. Back out here somewhere. I think it's in there. It's probably not going to load because it's too far away.
The direction for use near 12 o'clock, 5 miles. This present track will just pass up your left side, same altitude.
Roger, and Oscar Charlie Hotel does have the traffic in sight.
Perfect. Golf Alpha Romeo, opposite direction traffic in your 11 o'clock, 5 miles, as you're in sight.
I could be wrong, but I think that meteor crater. Oh no, we're turning. Meteor crater should be out here somewhere as well. I'm gonna pass over it.
Hey Jackson, will you head back to Waterloo?
Yeah, the Waterloo area, next time.
Right.
Oh, there it is. That is Meteor Crater. I'm not really sure where that is in Arizona precisely.
Injection, you want to stay on the lake shore or you want to go direct Waterloo? You'll be at 2,000 under the arrival.
We'll go direct whenever you can.
Injection, right to direct Waterloo, none above 2,000.
Doing down here, 137 nautical miles. 15 minutes.
Go circle, thanks for your help. Make contact China 1182.
1182, you have a great night.
You too, take care. Florida 44, trying to stay identify, maintain 3000. Florida 44, turn left heading 060.
Heading 060, Florida 44.
Florida 44, contact departure 128.8, checking with area.
2 Florida 44.
Good night. Golf Alpha Romeo to 72,000.
Golf Alpha Romeo to 72,000.
Golf Alpha Romeo right. India X relay, we're not above 3,000 now.
Quebec Alpha, India X relay.
India X relay, affirmative, not above 3,000 now.
Thanks, good night, China.
Takeoff back, identify 1,800 feet, not about 2,000, altimeter 2997.
About 2,000, 2997 for Echo Papa Quebec.
Florida 147, contact terminal 9128.8.
What's your name for the 147?
Any extra Lima surveillance service terminates contact tower now 1260.
260, can I hear? Any extra Lima?
Back pop back, are you finding close southbound on your phone?
Affirmative, vertical pump back.
Back pop back right.
Center, Cessna 172, call X-ray Mike Foxtrot with request.
X-ray Mike Foxtrot, John.
We are currently 3,500, about 5 to the northwest of Stoltenberg, en route to City Center, requesting VFR flight following X-ray Mike Foxtrot.
X-ray Mike Foxtrot, spark code 4371.
4371, X-ray Mike Foxtrot.
X-ray Mike Foxtrot, identified 3,500 feet, the altimeter is 2998.
2998.
X-ray Mike Foxtrot, change my frequency now 11907.
11907, X-ray Mike Foxtrot.
Call Papa Romeo, surveillance service, terminates contact tower 118.
Call Papa Romeo.
Back. Contact tower now 1182.
24490 back.
Back. Pop, Quebec, do you want to continue down to the lakeshore or do you want to head towards City Center?
We could just continue down to Lakeshore for Echo Pump Quebec.
Pop, Quebec, ready. Sorry, who's the other VFR calling, Tron?
Sean, call Yankee Alpha Uniform.
Yankee Alpha Uniform, Tron.
Call Yankee Alpha Uniform to 172, just departed to Stratford. We're 3,700 feet, climbing to 5,500. Under to Peterborough, let's pick up VFR flight following.
Yankee Alpha Uniform, squad code 5557.
5557, call Yankee Alpha Uniform.
Yankee Alpha Uniform, you're identified 3,900 feet, the altimeter 2998.
2998, Yankee Alpha Uniform.
Yankee Alpha Uniform, change my frequency 12827.
1287, Yankee Alpha Uniform. Yankee Alpha Uniform.
Yankee Alpha Uniform, not above 5,000.
Not above 5,000, Yankee Alpha Uniform.
Yankee Alpha Uniform. X-Pop, back surveillance service terminates, contact City Tower now, 1182.
118, that's multi for Echo Pop, thank you.
Yankee Alpha Uniform, the CFR traffic for you. Tell your 1 o'clock, goes 10 miles, heading northbound, 500 feet below you.
Roger, we're looking for the traffic, Yankee Alpha Uniform.
.34, 33, 32 nautical miles from top of descent. So what we're going to do, we're on VNAV for this. We're going to go ahead and put in our the altitude at or above for the initial approach fix, which is 8,000 feet. Once we get a little bit closer, I'll vector to that point. At above 8,000 at BBQ, and then 7,400 at or above for the final approach fix Texa, where we should intercept the ILS. So once we're on vectors, I'll do everything else manually from then.
Altimeter is 2998, and you want 5 or 6 left.
Fast flight for 433 nautical miles. That was pretty good. 514 knot ground speed will do it.
Yankee limit out the back, roger. And 5-4,000.
Border 277. 3,000.
277, center identified, turn left heading 090.
Left heading 090.
277. Golf Alpha Romeo, there's traffic just ahead of you underneath you, 500 feet below.
Yeah, somebody decides to go from emergency, we want to slow down to the view.
Golf Alpha Romeo, roger. Car 3438, center. Air Canada 620, Center, good morning, climb to flight level 2, not sure.
Flight level 290, Air Canada 620.
Roger. 274, 270. AC 4474, good morning, flight level 270, should be good right there. Thank you.
Top of descend now. Wait for our FMC message to tell us to add some drag.
Recount 60, go ahead.
Yeah, the climb is kind of hard. We're a bit heavy. We would like to put the climb at 29 for now and switch to something a little bit deeper.
Recount to 60, roger, climb and maintain flight level 290, sir.
Roger, climb and maintain flight level 290, and thank you.
April 7114, at Center, good day, climb flight level 33, sir.
Climbing flight level 330, Maple 7114.
Alright, descent pressurization is still good. Anti-ice we still don't need. We've done our approach briefing. Fuel, we're looking good. I think our reserves were 4.8. We're about 7.2.
Level 270.
Level 270.
IS, altitude, and speed bugs. We got the altitude set. Heading is good. And we'll deal with the speed once we switch over to heading and vectors.
Air Canada 446, when you're ready, descend by level 2.
Again, as long as the winds remain below 5 to 10 knots, I think it was calm or variable at 4 earlier. I'm still planning on the ILS runway 3. That's going to be the easiest one for us. If it looks differently when we get a little bit closer, once we get to ATIS, I'll think about switching it. But for now, we're going to stick with the ILS runway 3. Go ahead and do our VREF. We flaps 40 at 137. Got our minimum set down there. We'll request another ATIS.
Air Canada 446, contact center 13505. 3505, Air Canada 446.
Charlotte morning, Air Canada 410 of flight level 200, climbing 230.
Air Canada 410, center, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, Air Canada 410.
Still variable at 4 knots, 10 miles visibility, few at 3,000, few at 9,000, temperature 7, dew point minus 0.1. Altimeter 3015, we'll set that on the standby. Not much of a change from Las Vegas. Toronto,
United 180 Heavy, flight level 350.
United 180 Heavy, center, good day.
So there we can see that pretty clearly. Once we hit Lobo, that's going to be the beginning of the arrival. Albuquerque VOR right there. And then we'll go vectors about here because I don't want to make this super sharp turn to final. Switch this to 40 miles as well.
Good afternoon.
Turn weather off. Doesn't look like we're going to need it.
Encore 3404, center, climb flight level 250.
250, 3404.
Toronto.
United 180, go ahead.
United 180, initial descent for Newark. Descend now, flight level 330.
330, United 180.
United 180, contact center 119er 37, good day.
10937, United 180.
We're checking in. 200 for 230. Air Canada 450, center climb flight level 270. Up to 270, Air Canada 450.
Siren JetBlue 2236, flight level 350.
JetBlue 2236, center, good afternoon.
Siren JetBlue 2236, flight level 350.
JetBlue 2236, center, good afternoon.
Delta 1366-290.
Delta 1366, center, good day.
Your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been switched off.
Thank you so much for your company and business, and hope to see you again with us sometime very soon.
Alright, got the seatbelt signs back on. Switch back over to local barometric pressure, 3015 for Albuquerque. Just about to pass through our transition altitude.
119er 37, jump to 2236.
And you got the decel there in about 30 miles, so that's probably going to hit 10,000. Albuquerque should be right in here somewhere.
Air Canada 450, when you're ready, descend flight level 240.
Albuquerque International Sunport Information Mike. 1600 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 8,900 few, temperature 7, dew point -3. Altimeter 3016. Arriving runways 03, 08, departing runway 08. Advise on initial contact, you have Mike.
Information Mike, and they are arriving runway 03, which is perfect. Don't have to change anything. Turn back here, make sure we got
Air
our
Canada 450, contact center 13505. 3505.
BRAF 137 is in and set down there, 40, 137. So far, this has been a super smooth flight. No turbulence, no clouds, no weather. Do auto brakes 2. Do we have a descent checklist here? Negative. How about back here?
Delta 1366, contact center 12802.
Visualization good, landing altitude verified. System annunciator. Nothing. Approach and reference VREF set. Radio barometric minimums are set. Navigation radios are good. 111.5. 111.5 is both active. Auto brake is set. Descent checklist complete.
Hello, JetBlue 836 350.
JetBlue 836, center, good day.
airport is around here somewhere. Switches over to our approach control 123.9er for Albuquerque for us, and the tower 120.3. So it's according at least to the approach plate. I'm not sure if these frequencies are exactly correct.
Trainer 7, vectors ILS runway 36. The ultimate
Sounds like it.
2997.
2997, we checked vectors for 36. This will be a full stop for Trainer 7.
Trainer 7, roger, left now heading of 180.
Heading 180, Trainer 7.
Alright, so after this waypoint, comp, so we're going to go into vectors. I want to fatten this out. I don't want to make super tight turns, so we'll kind of do a downwind thing here.
Trainer 7, roger, left now heading of 180.
Heading 180, Trainer 7.
From the trainer 7, turn left heading 030, intercept the localizer Cook Strait and ILS runway 36.
Left heading 030 to intercept, clear the straight and ILS 36, kilometer Trainer 7.
Landing lights, the runway turn off as well. Coming up on a decel. The ATC is XATC Traffic. It's a plugin that you can buy, and it plays different messages depending on which radio frequencies you've got tuned. So right now we've got an Albuquerque approach, so it's playing messages recorded in real life from approach frequencies.
Trainer 7, 6 miles, contact Winnipeg Tower on 118 decimal 3, good day to you.
18-3 for Trainer 7, good day.
Big old decel here to 210 knots.
Trainer 7, 6 miles, contact Winnipeg Tower on 118 decimal 3, good day to you.
18-3 for Trainer 7, good day.
Quebec Charlie, mile and a half to the beacon, contact Tower 118.3, good day.
Let's go ahead and get our slats going.
Quebec Charlie, mile and a half to the beacon, contact Tower 118.3, good day. Quebec that, good day.
We're going to arm our speed brake, and once we get to... Actually, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go...
Lieutenant 171 is approaching...
disable our VNAV. I'm going to do this manually, so we'll keep it at 210 knots for now.
Number 1 for 18.
And vertical speed, about 650 is good. And we are going to go into heading select.
Thousand to go.
29er, 69er, your number 118.
Number 1 for 18.
Jamie, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome. Just in time for landing. We're doing the ILS-03 in Albuquerque. So, it's kind of hard, but there's like it's not hard, it's hard to explain, I guess. If you go into the aircraft folder, there is a file called prefs, and when you save a view, that's where it saves. It saves like an X, Y, and a Z coordinate onto the text file. So all you have to do is move the text file to the outside. Basically, you change the coordinate so it's outside the plane, so either plus or minus 5 to whatever that value is. And then that should put you outside the plane. Then you can manually move the camera around outside. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Canada 171, maintain 5,000, and for vectors fly heading to correction, you can proceed direct to Linux and maintain 5,000 for now.
Okay, direct to Linux.
There's 8,000. We're at or above 8,000 for BBQ. That's the initial approach fix. Add-ons, man, I use XVivid for sky, clouds, and stuff. I have Ortho for XP for most of the country. This add-on, the ATC add-on, is like XATC Chatter. I've got Active Sky XP for weather. I think that's pretty much it of note. Switching U to 10. I'm actually going to go ahead and go flaps 5 or flaps 2.
Canada 171, were you planning the managed approach or did you want a vector for the NDB?
I'm in edge approach, front.
Hold this heading.
You can proceed direct to Bulba, then 4,000 for now.
Okay, direct to Bulba and maintain 4,000. Air Canada 171.
Canada 171, roger.
Why are you turning? Keep it there.
$2,500.
Double check our auto brakes or arms. Where you land, Albuquerque. We're about to turn towards our initial approach fix, BBQ. Do that, we're going to select U, click it one more time, execute, go back to LNAV, start turning in there, set our final approach course, 036.
Arrival, good afternoon, 584, actually flight level 1.
So this little dotted white line is where we can intercept the ILS. So since we're on a fix, we're on a heading towards BBQ, I'm going to go ahead and arm the approach. The glide slope, VOR, localizer, armed down there below, so once we get close it should be okay. 8,000 is the missed approach altitude. The final approach fix for Texa is 7,400, which you shouldn't have to change because we're going to be intercepting the localizer and the glide slope. Yes, the Zebo 737 is free. And it's probably the best airplane for X-plane. For passenger jets, at least. I get down 10 miles here, and we're going to switch this to the approach mode.
Alright, cleared RNAV, Zulu 12, leaving transition, thank you, right.
So the deflection down here, the localizer, we're about to capture that. We got the localizer, waiting on the glide slope. We're still a little bit below that. And we're going to turn final here in just a moment.
Echo November traffic to 1230 and 2.5 miles.
There's the runway.
4,500 feet. The altitude is unverified. Possible 7172.
Looking for traffic, Alpha Echo November.
Flaps 15. You can download a free demo from Steam, but it's just the Seattle area. So, I mean, you might be able to use the Zebo with that demo, I'm not really sure. Go ahead and get my little feet on the rudder pedals here. Glide slope is coming in, I'll go ahead and get the gear out. Down, indicating it's a little loud.
5,500 feet, 29.5 miles to the southwest International. Foot 65.5 direct to Billman.
North Alpha Echo November, up to Terminal Small Cannon. Alpha Echo November, you're identified, good to Class C, 5,000.
Pilots ACC? No, you don't. It's not real air traffic control.
3043, Alpha Echo November.
I'm not liking this porpoising thing, so we're going to go ahead and disengage the autopilot. Take that. Fly by hand here. I also want auto throttle disarmed. And VREF again is 137. We can see it down there on the FMS.
Good evening, arrival jet 14610.
Just 146, good evening, you're looking for runway 12, 176.
Yeah, we're for runway 12, jet.
146, clear direct 2 lift, descend 8,000.
Got 2 lift, descend 8,000, we're ready, Dad, 146.
I was told winds were calm, but it does not feel like that.
Good evening, arrival jet 14610.
Just 146, good evening, you're looking for runway 12.
Flaps 40, we are just about configured for landing.
146, clear direct 2 lift, descend 8,000.
Got 2 lift, descend 8,000, we're ready, Dad, 146.
International arrival, yes, 517, 217 for 10,000.
Just 517, Emerson around City. Plan beyond that, Zulu, fly direct Volcan, 76 miles.
Roger, direct roll gap, unrestricted, and RNAV 020. That's
Just 517, Roger, you clear to 6,000.
6,000, that's right.
International 1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
Just 517, Emerson around City. Plan beyond that, Zulu, fly direct Volcan, 76 miles.
Roger, direct roll gap, unrestricted, and RNAV 020. That's
Just 517, Roger, you clear to 6,000.
6,000.
400. 300 minimums.
Continue.
200. Minimums.
Flight slow.
100. 50.
Dash 146,
40.
keep the speed up as much as able to
30.
5.
Keep the
20.
speed up, descend 5,000, Dad,
10.
80 knots.
Arrival's good, Eastern 310 is UCC 910,000 with the X-ray set for the island 12.
310 Edmonton arrival, good afternoon, number 3 for 12, send 8.
8,000.
Switch it over to ground. 121.9, and we will fire up the APU. Hey buddy, wake up.
Set 2660, towers 1835, 1835, last jet, 2660.
Or not. Lights are off, flaps are cleaned up. And let me pull up a little airport diagram, figure out where we need a taxi.
Set 2660, towers 1835,
Take Charlie straight to the terminal. Oh, there we go. EGT for the APU is up now. Switch this over to APU so we can see when. There we go. APU is on. APU on the bus. You cannot have all the game for free. It's literally just the Seattle area.
4322 ground 6 left, data X-ray, altimeter 2982, out Delta Papa. Delta.
Probeat window heat
can
come off.
1 o'clock cross runway 33 right. Alright, 6 left, behind the Hamburg, we see Hotel Papa, Delta cross 33 right.
Yes, yeah, this is in Albuquerque. I've got the whole game. You can buy it either directly through the X-Plane website, or you can buy it from Steam. I have a Steam version. The only benefit to buying it directly from the website is that you don't have to run the Steam client to get the game to open. I do have Instagram. It is linked down below. Make sure we're not blinding this guy. Taxi light is off.
Canada 1036, contact ground 1219.
219 Air Canada 1036.
Georgian 7316, ground 1219. 19, Georgian 7316. Georgian 7316, ground 1219. 19, Georgian 7316.
There we go. Double check we got the APU on the bus. It's generating electricity, we do. Go ahead and kill these guys. Anti-collision off, and seatbelts off. Finish my flight on the smart cars, send that over to the boss. File my PIRAP, and we'll watch replay. Jamie, thank you, buddy. Gotcha. Looked a little firm to me.
Arrival good, Eastern Mainland, 10,000, the island.
Battery 10 up to the round, good afternoon, number 3 to Tom, and 8.
8,000.
If you look below, there should be a link to my Instagram on Twitch.
230 LS on for 3312.
One last one. I want to really see how hard we landed on this. Firm but fair.
Uncle 3312, speed 230 up to the
230 LS on for 3312.
Amsterdam to Spain. I have no ortho photo in Europe, so mostly I just fly in the U.S. U.S. a little bit of Canada, sometimes some of the Caribbean, and Australia. Alright, boys and girls, I'm going to let it taxi to the gate. We'll go to engine shutdown as per usual, but I am going to get out of here. Jamie, Romaine, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the follows. We'll see you around. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. Weather doesn't look too great, so probably not flying in real life again, but we'll see. If you guys got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Peace.